A new report came out recently from Great Place to Work, and much of what they found in their research is consistent with what we're seeing. For example, more than half of the current workforce is open to new opportunities. Well, if you translate that, what does it mean? They'd quit if a better job came along. And I'm guessing that many of you, if you are a manager, a leader, a team, you're in an organization, you're experiencing that. So one of the things that I'm always curious about is what makes an employee want to stay? And in this study, they identified three things: purpose, pride, and fun. I just want to take a quick look at those three things and challenge you to reflect on how prevalent these are on your team and in your organization. So the first one is purpose. 73% of employees say that they work at a purpose-driven company and they are more engaged because of it, compared to 23% who don't say they work at a purpose-driven company and that they are not engaged. Bottom line, purpose is a powerful motivator. So encouraging your team to connect their daily work to the broader purpose of the organization is essential, and it can lead to 40% reduction in employee turnover. So let me give you an example of what we do in our company that might help if you're curious, like, how do you attach your daily tasks to the broader purpose of the company? So we use something called Traction, the EOS system, and how we run our company. And every year we have an annual retreat. And the leadership team, comes together and identifies what's our vision, what are our values, and what's our purpose. And then we talk about and discuss and identify our 10-year vision. And then we look at, in order to achieve that 10-year vision, what are the goals that we want to set for this year, our annual goals? Again, tied to the 10-year vision, that's tied to the purpose and values of our company. Once that annual retreat is done, we identify at the very end, what are the quarterly rocks that need to happen to reach our annual goals. And each quarter, we identify 3 to 7 company rocks, and one person on the leadership team owns every rock. And then at our Monday leadership team meetings, we go through and ask, is your rock on track or off track? And we talk about the tasks that are needed in order for that rock to be accomplished by the end of the quarter, because then in the next quarter too, we have new rocks. And it is the best way I have found to connect your daily activities to the broader purpose of the company. So the first one is purpose, second is pride. And what the research shows is that when employees feel a sense of pride in their work, they're more likely to stay with their current employer. It's not really rocket science. It makes sense. As a matter of fact, they say 88% of employees who are proud of their company's values plan to stay for the long term. So recognizing and celebrating achievements can boost pride. And teams that regularly celebrate their accomplishments have a 35% higher level of engagement. So how do you celebrate your employees? How do you recognize your team's achievements? Do you know what their language of appreciation is? I'm coaching a CEO, and he, as part of our coaching, had this realization, first of all, that he doesn't do a great job celebrating. I don't either. And that his language of appreciation is acts of service. So he likes when others do things for him. But there was this disconnect because he started to talk to members of his leadership team to find out how they best feel appreciated. It wasn't likes of service. One member wanted quality time. Another said they liked words of affirmation. Two things that he wasn't doing at all. They weren't his strengths, And oftentimes we think how we like to feel appreciated is how others like it. And there was this realization that there was a disconnect. So I encourage you to think about how might you celebrate your team and create a sense of pride and, in the achievements that your team members and employees are accomplishing. And then the third is fun. So fun at work is not just about having a good time. It's about creating a positive work environment where people want to be there. And the research shows that 72% of employees saying having fun at work improves their overall job satisfaction. Again, not surprising, but oftentimes not something that we're consciously thinking of as managers and leaders who are in charge of creating a culture in the organization. And so one thing you can do is create some team building activities to help the team to strengthen their bonds, to participate and have some fun. The research shows that teams that participate in regular team building activities, not like, okay, I read this study and I'm going to do it, and then 6 years later I do another one. They're 2.5 times more likely to be happy at work. One organization that we've been working with, we're doing a year-long Thoughtfully Fit team coaching with them. And as part of that, in every single time we come together, whether it's their in-person sessions or virtual, we are bringing in some team building, some intentional ways for the team to connect with each other and to have some fun. And the joy, the laughter. It's something that they had never prioritized before, and it makes a huge difference. So I guess in conclusion, what I want to share is that these are not just buzzwords, purpose and pride and fun. They're really essential elements of building strong teams and retaining good employees. So I invite you to reflect on and pause for a minute and think about how might you bring in these concepts to your team and your organization. And if you come up with some ideas, or maybe there's things you're already doing, share in the comments. Help us know what are and expand our knowledge of what are ways to do this, and also to celebrate you. Thank you so much for joining me for Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. The biggest compliment you can give is to share this with someone else if you think it was valuable, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Appreciate it so much. Take care, everybody.